Hey kids, this is James, the non-professional, back with another episode of Draw, and today we're doing the Tasmanian Devil. So break out your blue line pencils because we're in lines, and we're going to draw simple shapes here. Now, the technique for drawing Tasmanian Devil is that the bottom part of his body, which includes, he doesn't really have a bottom part of his body. He has just these gigantic jowls, I guess, his jaw, and it makes up pretty much his whole upper torso and lower torso area, the whole thing. Anyways, that whole body part is shaped like an upside down heart. So his cheeks all the way down to his, I guess where his legs are, is going to be an upside down heart. And of course, circle for eyes, circle for nose. And then you're going to draw like a little half circle on top of that heart, and that's going to make up his head. Now, he is called the Tasmanian Devil, so he has, I guess, horns, but they're not really horns. They're just his hair. And for those who don't know, the Tasmanian Devil is actually a real animal, and it looks very little like this. You know, I could barely even tell how it was influenced. You know, but anyways, so there you go. See those little the hair that's supposed to look like horns? You got to have those in order to have Tasmanian Devil here, at least the Warner Brothers version. And of course, you know, he has this tornado legs. So he goes in to an area and just basically destroys everything. Anybody that has ever had a kid had a Tasmanian Devil living in their house. It astounds me. You can set a kid in the middle of a room and then come back like 10 minutes later and the whole place is destroyed. Just nothing's organized. Stuff on the walls, stuff on the ceiling. It's insane. You know, that's why it's good to have a designated, you know, playroom or a toy room for your kids. But you know, unfortunately, we don't have a house big enough to designate an entire room for them to be, you know, destructive in Tasmanian style. So we blew through the lines. Apologize about that. I'm rambling on about my kids. So wearing inks, and I did his whole, his whole body in dark brown, with the exception of the nose and the eyes. You know, I didn't do those in dark brown. I did those in black, and you'll see why. Now his arms and his head, I guess the top of his head, because the whole thing is really a big head. I mean, if you look at it, he's just a big head with legs at the end of it. It's a very awesome looking cartoon. It's a very creative looking cartoon, but it is kind of weird. But his arms and the top of his head are going to be brown, and his snout, I guess, is going to be that sort of beige. And of course, his tongue is always hanging out. Got a little spittle coming out of there from the front. Outlines, fill in the white spaces. Outlines, fill in the white spaces. And here we go. See, I kind of messed up there. I started to draw his whole body brown, but it wasn't. So just his arms and the top of his head is going to be brown. And we will throw some highlights and some shading in there to give him a little bit more dimension. You know, he's generally drawn in flat colors, so if you want to just go ahead and do flat colors, by all means. I don't know. I like it better with highlights, and it makes him look more CG, but you know, maybe not as detailed and as awesome looking as CG does, but I did my best. Anyways, so finishing up his arms there, brown, and then we're gonna go in and do his snout area. There you go. So that really a darker beige, maybe more like a tan. It's more like a tan. We'll go with tan. All right. Outlines, fill in the white spaces. And then a little spittle there. Translucent. See, it's white in the middle. It's translucent. Anyways, for those who don't know what translucent means, it means see-through. You know, a bit see-through, not completely, just a bit. Anyways, all right. So I kept his tornado legs, white, and I just put in gray highlights in there, and then stuck some more lines in there because I thought it looked too bland, too flat. And then we're gonna do some shading. All right, and I went ahead and shaded I basically did shading outline for the entire body, and then I threw in some highlights there. The light source is going to be on your right side there. Your right, not Taz's right, your right. And so get shading there, and I'm going to go through and erase all the excess shading that's on the outside of the skin. Although when I look at it now, it looks like a shadow, like he's in front of a wall. So I probably could have kept it there, and it would have looked decent. But no, I went ahead and erased it. And then of course I'm going to throw some highlights on Taz here. Light source coming from the right. So I dedicate this video to everybody who has ever been a kid or has had kids. And you know what it's like to live with the Tazmanian Devil or be one. Anyways, persistence, patience, perseverance, kids. That's how you grow. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.